Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri vahlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli vec'al li veziran min ehli Harun ahi iştud bihi ezri ve eşriku fi emri كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا واجنبنا وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه اللهم نور قلوبنا بنور الإيمان والقرآن والإسلام وبمعرفتك وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Inshallah, we will continue studying the section Yasin, 36th section of the Quran, Mus'haf, and we studied up to verse 43. Before this, we studied the last verses 41 and 42, which translations of which are another sign for them is that we carry their offspring in the laden ship, and similar vessels we have made for them to ride on. So God says there are signs in the laden ship. We said laden ship may refer to human generation and the DNA of the cells, the mother and father cells, and everything is written there, and their offsprings are carried. And also it may mean Noah's Ark, and also every being has its own, living beings have their own seeds, and they are carried their offsprings from them. All the vessel, the ship here, Fulk, is described as laden, because whatever Allah creates, all the information writes on them, especially in the living beings. But what was important in the following verse, similar vessels, transportation of means we have made for them to write. Now, we said this refers to human-made transportation means, or carrying the things, whatever they are, and we are riding on them, and we are benefiting from them. So far, so good. Everything is prepared for us, but in the verse that we are going to study now, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim today, there are very interesting points in these verses that we are going to study. Very interesting. So inshallah, we will be patient for an hour, and we will try to understand how the Quran should be read. وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون. If we willed, we could drown them. Of course, we said, let me read the translation altogether. If we willed, we could drown them, then no one would respond to their cries, nor would they be rescued. So, if God wills, he says, he could drown them. But no one would respond to their cries. I mean, we can call 911, but when there is an earthquake, no one can help us. If there is a storm or any kind of, for example, hurricane. I mean, after hurricane it stops, and then we can. Some people may go and try to help them. It means God arranges everything in such a way that we cannot know exactly everything will happen. We can calculate, we can guess, but there are many elements in the creation. It is so wonderful way of creating the order of the universe. It is wonderful and amazing. How? Although there are two aspects of creation. One aspect is we can calculate it, but another aspect, we cannot calculate it. We don't know when a bird will come and eat our seeds, for example, or when a flood will come and take all our harvest away. But when an earthquake may happen, a tsunami may happen, we don't know. We don't know. Well, as the signs appear, as if God is letting us know, hey, something is coming, you couldn't guess. But all these exceptional cases are also created within an order. But this order is so complicated and there are so unknown elements in it that we cannot calculate it. That is why God is teaching us there is no way that you can really guarantee your life. Although order doesn't change, I don't change it, but there is no guarantee. First of all, it is very real that we cannot stop aging, at the end dying. No matter what, we cannot do anything to stop death. People may say, we are trying. Yes, you can try by obeying the order as much as you know. As much as you know. But there are some elements that these elements impossible to calculate and know. That is how God arranged the existence of the universe to teach us, to really educate us in a way that we can understand we are always in need of something that we can hold on to. We can trust. And we cannot trust anything of this universe for sure. We have to look for a solution because we are given the sense to to feel secure in our existence. But we cannot secure our existence in no way. That is how we are educated. We are reminded that we are created, we are dependent, we are needy, and we need a point of support for our existence. We need a point of hope for our expectations of our feelings. And that is our need. We are innately created with these needs. But unfortunately, or in reality, fortunately, we cannot guarantee this unless we understand the, if you like, secret mystery of creation. It means wisdom of creation. It is not secret. We don't know because we cannot guarantee it. But we know that that is a deliberate organization, arrangement. The universe is arranged in such a way that we will see in the following verse, God's mercy is always accompanying me, that I should not ignore my reality. I have to accept and confirm my reality, which is I am only a created being. I am in need of someone who can satisfy my infinite needs. So, do we see that God is not playing with us? God is teaching us what our reality is. He said, we prepared all the vehicles and we carried you, guaranteed your being, but immediately afterwards, but never forget, it is up to us. If we will, we can drown you. In the example of the ship, because example of the ship was known during the Prophet Muhammad's time when first time revelation was given. It means on the airplane, in the space craft, it's spaceships or cars. We don't know. We cannot guarantee that we are not going to have accident anytime. No guarantee. We know that. How secure your car is, somebody may come and hit you if you take care of it. Even if you are extremely careful, if you are a defensive driver, still, no one can guarantee. That is how we are educated. We are taught to accept, realize, be conscious of our reality in this world. That is nothing but mercy of God. Here, the fall. Now, before this, I'm really going into the verse 44. Would you like to say, share any thoughts, any comments, questions, even we can discuss here? Otherwise, we can say any time, whatever you want. We are here just to discuss and understand the Quran. إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين. Except through a mercy from us and as an enjoyment for a while. Limited period. Life is limited, we know this. And through a mercy from us that we are not really always creating earthquake everywhere, tsunami everywhere, hurricane everywhere. No, only specific places for a few minutes. A few minutes. You know how hurricane takes place. How many minutes? I don't know, but not long. And they are exceptional. Why? Of course, if we are not warned that this world is dependent on somebody who is arranging it, as the materialist people claim that order of the universe never changes. Correct. Order never changes, but within the order, there are many elements that we don't know. This is through a mercy of God. God's mercy that usually for 10 years, 20 years, there is no earthquake. Once in a while, for some seconds, not even minutes, the earth shakes. It shakes our reality as well and says, you cannot guarantee your life, you know, you cannot trust on your properties. Occasionally we have accident, but majority of the time we are comfortable with the mercy of God. So mercy of God encompasses generally, but sometimes reminds us, but it doesn't mean that lack of mercy is happening when earthquake happens. No, it is another type of mercy to make us realize who we are and who is really taking care of this universe. It is beautiful. The universe is not operating on its own. Somebody is creating it. As he creates it, his act of creation is taking place within an order. Nothing else. Nothing else is happening. So our enjoyment, generally, we are happy with our life. But towards the end of life, now we are having we start having some signs. Hey, get ready, get your luggages ready. So the journey, the departure time is approaching. Kindly, mercifully reminding, generally speaking, but sometimes a person in a young age may die or receive an illness early ages. But these are out of mercy saying that you cannot guarantee that you are 25 years old, you may not have any problem in your life at all. No, there are some people once in a while you hear among your relatives, your friends, or the news nowadays that a 25 years old boy got incurable disease. Wow. And he died suddenly because of a heart attack. 25 years old. We said, yeah, oh. And let's assume I am 25 years old as well. It may happen to me as well. There is no guarantee. So I understand that my existence is dependent on somebody else's will, somebody else's volition, not on me, my existence. I can only use whatever is given to me. That is why, although we are given certain period of time, but this period of time is enjoyment for a while, ilahin, for a limited period of time. Why? In this period of time, we have to experience all sorts of events and creation so that we will be curious to investigate why is it so, why it is happening in this way, and who is operating all this and managing all these affairs. All through these, we understand that we are reminded mercifully, not majority of the time, very, very limited time, but reminded mercifully that we need a point of support in our life. But in this universe, we cannot find the point of support. This is just the ephemeral world passing away very quickly. It is beautiful. We have to understand. We call them calamities or bad things happened. We complain them, but we should understand that yes, we don't like it. We shouldn't really look for it and want it, but we shouldn't. But we need, in order to realize this, I keep repeating this, who we are, what my reality is. That is what the purpose of the Quran. Purpose of the Quran is not to teach us how to enjoy our life in this world, how to grow something or which kind of job you should get. No, 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 no. The purpose of life to teach us why we are here. Why? What is expected of us? That is the purpose of existence. That the Quran heavily emphasizes on this point. Any comment? I am passing to the next one. No one? Okay. Now, وإذا قيل
Well, I
لهم.
actually have a question. Sorry.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you said the Quran doesn't teach us. Can you repeat that again?
Doesn't teach us how to. Now, the Quran doesn't teach us how to, for example, cure a bodily disease or sickness. No, how to grow potatoes, examples. Now, we can learn it. We can learn from the creation, and it is not the point. I mean, you can investigate, learn, and because the whatever we need, in fact, are prepared out there. Just we should do just small things. You know, in some cities, I don't know whether in big cities there are such facilities for old people. I know in one city, for example, there is a land separate. I mean, that's the given to old people to go there, and everybody has a small spot there, and they do some sort of activities that will grow some, I don't know, cucumber or other plants. They deal with the earth. It is enjoyable. But we want now not only what we need, or we want to make extra money for buying something else not essential to our existence. That is the artificial needs of this time. Artificial needs of this time. So Allah says, God says, look, I have taken care of everything what you need. But if you want extra work for it, then find out because my order of creation doesn't change. You learn it, you learn from it. But how I created the universe, how I am introducing myself to you, and why I created you, what is expected of you. And the universe says, I am wonderful, nothing more, nothing more. And I cannot be an accidental thing or just happened by itself. I am so perfectly arranged and taken care of. Everything is meaningful and in a wise way, arranged in a wise way. You should understand there is something going on in my existence. And your life is transient. You have to understand that somebody is continuously operating on you. Why is it so? How? Who is this one? How I can know him? Then the God sends the prophet and teaches the prophet or reveals the prophet, tell this to people. And as we have been studying the Quranic verses, for example, or these verses or previous verses, what are they talking about? Now, essentially, what is going on in this world? What is the reason? What are we expected to do? So, in reality, our feelings and the reality of physical world existing out there are contradicting each other in reality. But as far as our bodily needs are concerned, they are compatible with each other. I need air, atmosphere is here. I need food, and the food is there. I need sunlight, sunlight is there. And I need a nose, ear, eye, whatever the feelings. I need good things to happen. I need to avoid bad things from me. I have been given these senses that I can understand. All of them are provided, but temporary basis. Why? So Quran comes here how to teach us how to benefit from the way that the things are created so that we can get to know who is doing it and which kind of creator or uh, Lord, owner of this universe, and says, look at this, look how is happening, explaining this. No, not that what we are learning in the schools generally. We can learn whatever we are learning in the schools if we notice that only by investigating the way the things are created, and doesn't none of them teaches us why are we living in this world. Physics don't teach, mathematics don't teach, biology doesn't teach, sociology doesn't teach, psychology doesn't teach. Why am I in this world? Where did I come here from? Where did I come from to this world? And why am I dying? What is the purpose? If the end is death, what is the purpose in living? In the schools, they don't teach us. Although there are hundreds of branches of disciplines, sub branches, none of them teach what is the purpose of being in this world. So this area belongs to God's revelation. Definitely he is wise that we are not going to study this. we will be immersed and lost in learning how to entertain myself until I die. And never question, why am I dying there? And Quran comes with the answer. God comes there because God created, the one who created the universe must know it. The one who created me must know it. And that is why we have to have revelation. Without revelation, we cannot make sense of our being in this world. Impossible. Without revelation. Although we can find out how to do the thing through creation, but doesn't make sense. Contradicting between my reality and what the universe is all about. Contradicting. Why? So that I shouldn't fall into negligence to question, why am I here? So the question is from us, answer is from our Creator. That's why I say in the form of mantra, that is for my mantra. Questions are human, answers are divine. That is my mantra. So we have.
Can you say that? Can you say that one more time? Just that mantra?
Questions are human, and a human, I mean, it means human beings ask questions, and answers are divine. It means must be divine.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
So thank you. So we have to ask, what am I doing here? Who brought me here? I mean, we shouldn't use ready answers. God created me. Why? Who's God? Why did he create me? What is that? And this answer only be provided by revelation. I mean, you are an educated person, for example, as you asked the question. Everybody is here, at least university graduate, all of them. Now, is there any department in the universe investigating, questioning, and looking for an answer? Why are we here? How come that we exist? They say material, the things, matter developed by itself. Does it make sense? It is just made up story. Why? They don't want to accept God. That's why. Or what is nature? They talk about nature continuously, natural. This is natural. This is natural laws. But they don't know what nature is. They don't define what nature is. When you say nature, the things there. But I'm saying, the things are made by nature. Whose nature? And in this world, things are created and made as they are. Now, there is no questioning investigation so that I will get my human questions. Human questions. No, only revelation gives answers to these questions and educates us. Look, illa rahmatan minna wa mata'an ila hin. Be careful. We only through our mercy, God says, that you are enjoying your existence for a while, limited time, but this enjoyment is provided for you by us. Thank you for questions and comments if you have. Otherwise, I will continue.
Thank you. That was a Beautiful answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, 45. وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون. So here, the verse you can read it, if you can read Arabic text. وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم. Yet when they are told, beware of what lies before you and behind you, so that you may receive mercy. What is he talking about? When they are told, hey, through revelation, of course, beware of what lies before you and behind you. What does it mean? Before me and behind? No. One aspect of it, what you have experienced before, and you have seen many people are enjoying their life, but on the other hand, new babies are given life and they are born, and almost equal number of people are given death. We are experiencing all previous experience, and also this were what before and behind you also khalfakum. Behind you, what does it mean? Not that physically behind, not yet arrived to you. So you know that next days, next years, there will be something from our previous experience. There will be something. For example, I may be young now, but I know I'm going to die. Now, I may be healthy now. I know there is always a possibility that I may feel sick, may have some diseases. I cannot guarantee anything. Look, in between, we are educated now as in order to understand our reality, who we are. That is one thing. And also we can see what is created here, and also through the fossils or archaeological ruins, what happened before to people, which kind of creatures have been created and they extinct now. Why is it so? Oh, we may extinct one day as well. Who can guarantee human race should remain forever? Millions years ago, there were so many animals, kinds of animals living in this world. They are not only died, extinct their species. One day, reminding me, Ali, your human species also may extinct. Be careful. So all these are experiences from the past and in the future, so that be careful, beware of it. What does it mean? Ittaqu, it says beware, but at the same time, this word is take notice of it. Don't just turn blind to it. Take notice of it, and don't ignore it. I mean, take your lesson from it, so that you can arrange your life accordingly. If you do that, you may receive mercy. It means if you take notice of all these things. You in the past and in the future, you don't know what future is, but you know that if I don't die, I will experience after certain months another season. I know that. And uh, if I am still created in this world, I know I will be having this and doing this. Uh, I'm guessing. I'm guessing from the previous experience. All of them take notes of it. So if you pay attention to it, it means if you are careful about it, ittaqu also means to be careful. We are very careful not to make a mistake. The original meaning of ittaqa, the word is translated here as beware. No, be very careful about your reality, yourself, who you are, and what is going on here. If you understand that you are created, you are given existence, if you realize this, then you can understand you have a creator, you have a Lord, you have an owner, the universe has purpose in its existence. Only then you understand, and when you realize that you are a created being, so that you have a creator, so you can refer your human needs to this creator, and you can get the strength from him. That is the source of mercy for you. You understand that my owner is the owner of this universe, or my owner is the one who arranged my life before I came here and provided me with all what I needed and still taking care of me. So you start smiling. You don't worry about your future, that you are going to die and go into non-existence. No, the creation, therefore the creator still is in operation. It means you died, but your creator didn't die. There are many people before you died, for example, in the city, wherever you live, 100 years ago, definitely, people were living here. Millions of people living there. None of them here is anymore. So after 100 years, all the people I know, young, old, middle-aged, regardless, everybody will disappear from their life. So our Lord is still taking care of us. It is beautiful. So that realizing who my owner is helps me not to lose my hope for my future. So any more concern? I will continue. It doesn't mean that you cannot interrupt me. The following verse. وَمَا تَأْتِيهِمْ مِنْ آيَةٍ مِنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ إِلَّا كَانُوا عَنْهَا مُعْرِضِينَ. And no matter what sign comes to them from the signs of their Lord, they turn away from it. What is beautiful from it? All the signs has, in this case, two meaning. The verse, the Quranic verses, sentences are signs the Prophet is introducing to us, and at the same time, in the creation that we have been reading here, all the signs are coming to us. But what is interesting, the verse says, the signs of their Lord. It means not, prophet doesn't say my Lord, not yours. No, this is my Lord. No, prophet doesn't say in this context. In the when the context changes, the verse uses Rabbi, my Lord. But concerning me, now these verses are concerning now, or addressing the non-believers, deniers. These verses that we are studying, because of the previous stages of the context, we understand this. But Quran says, not signs of Allah, ayatullah. No, min ayatillah. Not signs of Rabbul Alameen, from the Lord of the universe. No, their own sign. Their own Rabb, their own Lord. What is it? Think about yourself. It is beautiful. This find things in the Quran is beautiful. Think about your own life. You will know that somebody is taking care of you. Somebody is providing everything for you. You cannot create anything, but you can only ask from the Creator, even if you don't believe. When you ask from your Creator by obeying His rules, whether you may deny that it is not God's order of the universe, it is nature's order of the universe, but you know that it is the Creator of the universes. They arranged this world in this way. And matter has no consciousness, no choice, no knowledge. They cannot arrange millions of different, trillions of different creatures, millions, maybe billions of different living beings are created in this world. All of them are arranged in every creature is perfect within its own existence. There is no imperfection in existence at any stage. They just tell us stories that human beings are evolving, and every creature now and in the past, all perfect creation, all of them. Who is taking care of them? Who is? Now, your Lord is taking care of your needs. He gave you the sense to see. He gave you eyes. He gave you the sense to hear. He gave you ears and mind to think, consciousness, because otherwise you cannot make sense of the things around you. So everything is provided by the one who takes care of you, your Lord, your Lord, your Lord. It is beautiful. It teaches us that we have to speak and communicate with the people, not saying, come to my religion, come to my belief that I believe in God. No, excuse me, just a few seconds. Thank you. And join our community. No, we have to speak to them as the Quran does in this kind of context, especially those who don't want to, who don't believe in God. But if they listen, if they are inquiring and questioning, asking, not with argument, not at all, not in the form of debates or conflicting manner. No, kindly say, think about yourself. We have to say, think about yourself. You see your senses and all your creation, you see there is a correlation there, but capacity of the senses, your senses are not satisfied with the whole universe. What is going on? Who is taking care of your daily life, temporary life? Think about it and find it out so that you can connect your expectations of full satisfaction with that one. Don't say, come to Islam. No, 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 no. Find out, beware of your Lord. Beware of your Lord. It is beautiful. That's what I love this verse, and especially the word Rabbihim, their Lord. I think we have time to study one more verse at least. Bismillah. The same again. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّقُوا. When they are told, beware of or be careful about what happened in the past and what will happen in the future, and in between, which kind of lessons you will get. And also coming to a very practical, let me take this so that you can read Arabic text. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. No. I made a mistake. What's going on? Yeah. وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا إن نطعم من لو يشاء الله إطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين. Again, that is the disbeliever's logic. Let me read the translation. And when they are told, spend on others for their sustenance. Their sustenance, other sustenance, it means they should need it. Out of what God has provided for you. Now, there are interesting combinations here. The disbelievers say to the believers, why should we feed those that God could feed if he wanted? Look at the logic. You must be deeply misguided. Now, what does it mean? First of all, let's go step by step, as much as we have time, so sometimes 5, 6, 7 minutes we have. Spend on others for their sustenance. It means they lack their sustenance in the way that the things are arranged in this world. For some reasons, maybe they are old, they cannot get it. Maybe they are ill, they cannot work and get it. And maybe they don't have the means to obtain something. They may be, not able to speak, not able to see, not able to walk, for any reason, or mostly because the political situation of the world, the human distribution of the sustenance, they may lack for any reason. But God said, I'm not creating everybody equal, so that some of them I will give more, some of them less, to some of them less. So you will communicate between yourself and exchange what, that is interesting here, what God has provided for you. It doesn't mean that you are giving you from your property. Be careful. What I have given you Whatever you have, it is from me, from me. I created everything for you. You just obeyed my order and asked me to create. I created it, whether you believe it or not. You cannot do anything without obeying the order that I created. Quran is teaching us. Without obeying the order that I established. That is very important. Even the non-believers obey God without realizing, but they say, I am obeying natural laws, I am obeying chance or luck. What a nonsense terminology. Doesn't represent anything really exists. Doesn't represent anything. So, spent on others for their sustenance out of what God has provided for you. God has provided for you. You didn't create them. You are just, you asked and I created you. The disbelievers say, look at the logic. To the believers, why should we feed those that God could feed if he wanted? Of course. I mean, if God wanted, he would feed it. Why? But God wanted you to be the means of feeding others. What does it mean? For example, can God create, can the creator of the universe create the fruit without any tree? He is the creator of the universe. He creates the tree and he creates the fruit. So, do you think God is the creator of the universe is in need of the tree? No, that is the order. Is teaching us if you want this fruit, you have to go through this process. Obey my order, you have to go through this process. So, not because he is in need of it, but I am in need of it. What does it mean? I have to go through obeying the order of the universe. So, asking the creator of the order, so I have to be always humbling myself before my creator. It's beautiful. Always humbling myself before my creator, even if I don't recognize him. I have the free will, I may deny, but I have to obey the order. So one of the aspect of the order is that God teaches me. Now, as the tree is the means for the fruit to obtain, you are the tree now as a means. I created you. I give you the provisions for you. And now you have to give the fruit to the needy ones. I am asking you to realize, to practice, and also I gave you the sense to do this. You love to help needy ones. You cannot ignore them, but you may deny it and choose otherwise. But it is within you. And also, if you have, of course, if God gave me, if God has provided for me the sustenance, then God says, okay, practice it now. Put it into practice. How? You will see some needy, I created some needy people as a means for you to practice that these provisions are given to you by your Lord, by your Creator. I said, this is not my property. You are expected to say, to admit this. It is not my property. I just asked and he gave me. by obeying his order. So it is his property. I didn't create it. For example, if I am a farmer, the simple example, if I grow, produce fruit or vegetables, whatever the plant, any kind of productions produces, I am asking God is creating. I'm not creating. I know that. Every farmer knows that we are not creating. So he is giving it. Provisions belong to him. I asked, he gave me. Now practice that this provision for created for you, you have to practice it. You have to practice it. This understanding practically so that you will be true to your nature. Your nature requires it. Your nature necessitates that you have to share it and feed the needy ones, and you will be happy in this world when you do it. And at the same time, next time your spirit will be trained accordingly, and you will be created accordingly. After you die, you will be in need, and then as a result of your acknowledgement of the provider of your sustenance, is going to give you paradise as a reward. It means endless if only you spend to the needy ones. But what they say here, it is very, why should we feed those that God could feed if he wanted? Why? No, that is God wanted you to practice that these provisions are given to you by him. So this one, in antum illa fi dalalim mubin, you must be deeply misguided. And the following verse is connected to it. Inshallah, we can study this verse. This part of the in kuntum illa fi dalalim mubin, and وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ, next week, inshallah. Thank you very much. Would you like to make any comment? Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhaneke la ilme lana illa ma allamtana inneke entel alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum enilhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة. Thank you, inshallah.